okay, so maybe this is interesting, and maybe you'd like to do something about it, but your major doesn't really transcend into any kind of teaching that you can imagine. Well, that's one of the places that we come in. Not only will Cultural Extremes help you find a volunteer site and help you through some of the legwork with getting a visa and supporting you while you're in the country, we also do fully accredited TEFL certification. TEFL certificate that once you finish the program, you'll be able to use anywhere. And if you choose to continue teaching English, the certificate will pay for itself in almost no time if you're teaching in any developed country. So unlike a lot of other volunteer programs out there, not only are you giving something to people, but you're getting something out of it more than just the experience. You're getting something that you can use for the rest of your life. Okay, and how about the course? What did you like about the course?
First of all, the teachers were really helpful. They definitely knew what they were doing. They were obviously very experienced, and it was really clear, the course, about what was going to happen every day and what was going to work. We learned a lot about the theory, which was, and then how to apply the theory as well. We also was shown how to teach by the teachers, showing us the examples. And then we also got plenty of time to practice. I think we did about 8 or 9 hours worth of teaching in 4 weeks, which has been invaluable now that I'm teaching.
Well, apart from the fact that we have great locations, we also have a great international team. Within each location there's usually a foreign trainer or some foreign staff, and then there's also local staff as well. So you get, in that way, you get the best of both worlds. In that you get the local knowledge, but then also you get like the kind of more international knowledge, and maybe people that sometimes it's easier to relate with. Also, the course itself, although we tend to stick to a framework for the course, within each location they'll adapt the course to be more suitable for the country that the course is being taken in. So yeah, so you get a good all-rounded kind of education and experience.
Hi, Mike.
Hi, how are you?
Not bad. I'm just going to ask you a few questions.
Okay.
The first one is, what made you decide to become a TEFL teacher?
Ooh, well, I guess I first decided when I was on a vacation in Ireland, and I saw a place that had a TEFL certificate, and I thought it would allow me to work on the continent, because I had a visa to work in Ireland, but not in Europe. And so I got a TEFL. I took a TEFL course for 1 month, and then I saw a job advertised in Russia, and I studied Russian at university. So I thought here was a way I could apply what I was learning at school and get experience for that, go back to my master's. So I took the job, and they sent me to Russia, all expenses paid trip, in a secret satellite valley city, a celebrity in town, and I just loved it for 8 months. I didn't have a contract. It was just the best experience of my life.
Awesome. All right.
The instructors were very helpful. Not only that, but the first month you get here, it's a little hard to really get adjusted to whole culture in general. And having a support group there and other English students that you can communicate with and kind of learn to adjust together is it's a great way to start out the program.
In Greece, in Spain, and in Canada, and a few countries, I got into teacher training, and I worked for a number of different teacher training organizations, including Trinity, the CELTA, Windsor TEFL, International TEFL Certificate, and finally TEFL International. And working for a lot of them, I realized that TEFL International is just as larger and has more to offer. There's more lifetime job guidance for the trainees that go through the course. There's more different programs, like volunteer programs abroad. They have centers in 30 countries, and so they have a lot of support when you want to travel from country to country. And they're not-for-profit, and there's a lot of things they do to help other communities. Like the time when we found out the NBA found all these migrant Chinese workers that were being outcast in Beijing, couldn't get into Beijing. Children had no schools. The NBA paid for the schools, so we immediately hired the teachers, and we sent teachers over there for free. We paid the teachers' salaries for the teachers to volunteer and work there with the migrant workers. Lots of things like that, like helping out the tsunami victims in Thailand by training them to be tourists or to learn tourism English. You see so many more benefits involved. With a lot of other courses that I've worked on training, the course is much more difficult, and once you get the course, the certificate, that's it. It just kind of sends you off. You're on your own certificate. Tough International, there's always support. There's always things you can come back to, and the course isn't as difficult, I find, as other courses. It's a lot more client-friendly.
All right, awesome. Thanks a lot.
I would recommend the TEFL course for a number of reasons. First off, I think it's really practical. I didn't really know what I was getting into whenever I signed up for it, but I found that I was given a lot of really useful tools in a really short amount of time on how to deal with English language classes. It was basically presented as these are the prevailing theories on language acquisition, and these are how to implement them with students. And